morning, guys. It is Wednesday the 5th, I believe. I am about to go do cardio, but before I go do cardio, if you're wondering if I do fasted or not, I've said this in my vlogs before, I'm not a big fan of fasted cardio. It really is just preference, and it's something that I never really cared for. So I'm not going to have carbs, but I am going to have 4 servings of egg whites, so some protein, and then I'm going to make myself some aminos with energy. So, as I said before, I don't know if I have them in here or in my car. Guys, I have aminos with energy before I go do cardio. So, a few days ago, I threw out my back slightly. So it's just really scary because I am, as you guys know, super close to Worlds. This has happened to me one time before. I've been very fortunate not to ever run into injuries, but this happened to me one time before. And it was just like a little bit of tissue tear, like in my lower back, which is like the least that could happen. Neck on wood. So yeah, so this is my second day now that I haven't gone to the gym, just trying to really fully recover. But it sucks because I was going to jump into like a really important week, but it's okay. I have to listen to my body, and I'd rather recover than try and go in there and keep up with my training and then injure myself more and really not compete. So yeah, guys, that's what's going on. So I'm gonna have some of this before cardio, and I'm gonna have aminos with energy. And I'll show you when I get in the car because I think it's in my gym bag. Alright, love you guys. Time to go burn some calories. Okay, guys, so this is what I have before I go in to usually do cardio, or after like I weightlift and say like I'm feeling like a little bit more fatigued than usual and I know I have to do cardio. I'll have some of this just because it doesn't have as much pre-workout in it, or sorry, it doesn't have as much caffeine in it. It's like equivalent to like an espresso shot, which is probably like around 80 milligrams. So I'll have some of this just as I get my aminos in, and it has a little bit of energy with it, and in the ingredients actually has fat burning ingredient in it, so it's like a thermogenic. And this is Beth, one of my favorite flavors, red lemonade. It tastes exactly like red lemonade. If you guys want to try this, I would suggest this flavor or the snow cone. Score! Front row parking! Doing some low impact cardio because my back is still a little bit sore. Oh, you know what I gotta say? Bam! Did you know about that sock chocolate laugh? But I have a few exciting announcements to talk about. Okay, so I want to talk about 2 little things. One actually being something that I've been working on that I'm super excited to launch soon here, hopefully. They're kind of just like a pain in the butt to get going. And just there's a whole bunch of steps and processes to actually getting this thing out there. I am launching a 101 All to Know powerlifting ebook, and not only that, but it is going to have a training regimen in there to where you can follow. So it's going to have everything and anything in there that you can think about as far as like any questions that you have pertaining to powerlifting. When should you compete, how to pick attempts in a meet, what to expect when you go to a meet, what you need to be successful, you know, the rules, regulations, the weight classes, USPA to USAPL, which USPA is non-drug tested. That is what I competed, and USAPL is drug tested. It's literally going to have like anything and everything you need to know, as long along with a actual like training regimen that you could follow. And put on strength that way. It's actually very similar to my training regimen that I am currently on going into Worlds, and you guys have seen how much progress I have made. So that is going to be, it's going to be like almost like personalized from my own training plan. Nutrition's going to be in there, you know, if you're cutting into a meet, if you're maintaining into a meet, if you're bulking into a meet. Everything and anything that you could think of as far as powerlifting goes, my ebook is going to have it. It's been such a work in progress. I'm so excited to announce it and to tell you guys that it is coming out soon. I don't exactly have a date for it. I know that it's going to come out after I compete sometime in November, I believe, maybe potentially the end of November. My meet is actually on the 10th of November. It's not going to be launched right after that, but I'm obviously going to keep you guys posted. It's going to be available on my website. If you guys don't know, I have a website that shows all the packages I offer as far as online training and just everything in a whole. I will link it, noellerevelofitness.com. It's going to be able to purchase on my website, and then I'm going to be, you know, talking about it when I launch it, obviously on all my social media platforms, Snapchat, the gram, the tube, all that stuff. So I was really excited to share that with you. I actually have not told many people. I could probably count on like my hands how many people I've actually even told that I was writing a 101 all to know about powerlifting ebook, and it could be for anybody, for females, for males, whatever. So really excited to share that with you guys. Air hug, air hug. Okay, next I am going to be getting a PO box. So if you guys, I don't know why I've never thought to get one. I've been seeing, you know, things that my friends receive from you guys, and like that would just be awesome to actually get something physically, like a letter or whatever you want to send me, your gym sock. And I'm just kidding. Whatever you guys want to send me, whatever, anything. I think it would just be really cool to interact with you guys that way. So I will be getting a PO box. So if you want to send me a letter, then send me a letter. This is actually something that I kind of want to touch on, about how I feel about it, how I've been feeling lately about it, especially being in the fitness industry, feeling lately about this, and a lot of people have been coming out on how they feel about the fitness industry, and I am in two very vain industries, and I know it's not something that's brought up or talked about a lot. I'm obviously on Instagram. I'm in the fitness industry, and you know, yes, Instagram is great. You know, I've been able to make a livelihood out of it. I've been able to make friends. I've been able to meet a whole bunch of different people. I've been able to network. I've been able to grow my business. It's awesome. It's great. If that's what you're doing, on the path to do it, that's what you want to do, keep doing it. Keep working hard, because you can reach any goal you want to as long as you just stay dedicated. And it is so great nowadays that we have, you know, social media, you know, to market and do all these things, because it has made so many opportunities for not only myself, but a lot of my friends and, you know, people I know, even my sister. So it's great in that aspect. But I have been finding that literally, like, I'll be like on apps on my phone, and all of a sudden Instagram will just be open and I don't even know how it was opened. And this really came to my attention like probably like 2 days ago. And it's almost like you just become so absorbed by social media. I mean, like, you know, not back then, because it is still current, but like, you know, when Facebook was big, you could just be on there for hours, and then you look at the timer, like, where the hell did the time go? And like I said, social media is great to market yourself and to grow yourself, you know, depending on if you're an entrepreneur or whatever you're doing. But there's a point to where it just becomes way too consuming. I was finding myself on it way too much. I was finding that I was comparing myself to a lot of like different people, and, you know, like becoming down about myself about it. And there's nothing, you know, to ever, I mean, yeah, we all run into times where, you know, we don't feel motivated. We, you know, compare ourselves, which comparing yourself to anybody is never ever going to benefit you. You're on your own journey. You're on your own grind. You're doing your own shit. So don't compare yourself to somebody else. Just focus on you and do you. And I was finding that, you know, I was comparing myself to people. It wasn't making me feel good about myself. I was just spending way too much unnecessary time on social media. Yeah, I go on there, I like and try to respond to as many people as I do. I love your guys' supportive comments. You know, I love engaging with you guys that way. But all I really necessarily need to be there on for is, you know, to make time to comment back to you guys, you know, to post when I need to post, and stuff like that. But I was just becoming way too wrapped up into it and way too consumed. And please let me know if any of you guys feel me on this or can relate. And today I really just told myself, like, I'm only going on social media, you know, anything, YouTube, Instagram, whatever. So I wanted to shine light on how social media, and I felt like sharing this, how social media is great and can be great, but like don't get consumed by it, because once you get past a certain point, it's almost like you're living in like a fantasy world, and you're just like comparing yourself to all these unrealistic things, whether it's people on steroids or, you know, whatever. So don't let it consume you, and just don't let it consume you. So I'm literally going to probably set aside a day where I just have no day of social media, because life is about living, guys, and we could live and do social media, but you know, you got to have balance with it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys too. If you feel me, if you don't feel me, social media is great, but don't let it like eat up your life. And like another thing to touch on is, I remember literally when I went back to the Bay Area, I was having like dinner with one of my really, really close friends who were still really good friends. But literally like she was upset with me by the end of the dinner, because the whole time I was like on my phone, and it's just such a habit that I didn't even realize it. It was just like normal to me, but like it shouldn't, your life shouldn't be like in your phone. And I've really been realizing that for the past like week. So I woke up today and I was literally probably like 25% more productive than I am, because I restricted myself from like not going on social medias and just like sitting there like, oh my God. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Gotta write down my little notes, my little notes. That's gonna conclude this video. Super excited about my ebook, because it was the process. So really excited to get that out. I'll keep you guys updated. And yeah, I'm gonna get a PO box, so I'll keep you guys updated on that. And so just keep that in mind. Life isn't all about social media. I'm preaching to myself over here, you know? So yes, tomorrow actually, my friend Brittany is going to come into town. She's moving here from Colorado, and you guys probably know her. So I'm gonna get this video up for you right now. And then Friday, be expecting another video. I'm gonna go to Barbell Brigade and lift with her tomorrow. Potentially Randy, potentially Amanda, who knows, people, everyone might come, might be a lifting party. So love you guys a lot. I hope you got something from this video. I didn't just want to talk about my ebook. It was really a topic that I was feeling very passionate about for the past week. Like I've been saying, I was just really putting a lot of thought into it and getting disgusted with myself about how addicted I felt to Instagram. Gross. But if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Helps me out a lot. Comment. I think that's it. Yes. Mwah.